What's cracking, YouTube? What's cracking with you? About to hit this rollie, get my mind right. I'll take a little nicotine, a little tobacco, get the mind right. Gotta be on Usalaba, sick of these Sasa, man. Jackers out here, initiators, motherfuckers looking for the initiation. Who knows? What the what is it? The tap is a little tobacco hooked in now. What's up? I'm gonna be tuning in with y'all. Open up the comments. Comments open. Put on the party. Party thing. Gotta smoke big Zaza all tonight, man. Trying to time, endure, persevere, maintain. Even though his brain's taken. Dance, you know the rain make it. Won't see me going on the stream faking. Spit something that had your brain shaking. Fangs quaking. I'm sorry. I rain. I keep a bad living, but rain. I be going off a tangerine. Bang gang like an orangutan. To the shoreline, I'ma claim. Gotta do a little stretching. Don't sit down while they move around. Got the water. I can refill it up until next night. I gotta stay moving. Ride that bike today. Feel good. But I knew I was gonna have to pay for it. Riding that bike. My water bottle. And when this used to be hot, posted up with a water bottle, automatically figured you sling. Oh, I sat there right there. I just had to walk around. A little exercise. How you doing, man? I see you there. Let me chime in with you. We got a little percent. I gotta up my views, man. I got bills to pay. Dues, tributes, homage. Do that little boxing move they do. I say try to do that, bro. Okay, y'all coming out. That's what I'm loving. Let me step up to the plate with y'all. You can tell. Yeah. You know when they tried to slide through because they car loud. He ain't saying they gotta be loud like the engine. That's what he's saying though. It could be loud beat. Or it could just be loud. The color. The occupants in it. That shit was hella loud. Smoking on loud. Damn, that's beast. We used to growing up around them kind of cars. American mom. Mm. Tap that a couple times. Okay, I got my head right. I got my head right. got we? How many more reps I got? I got like 2 more reps after this one. Came down, slid in, slid around, about none of that shit. You know me, I ain't worried. That nigga's no shot. I ain't worried about none of that. Just don't be crying wolf. I ain't worried. I ain't worried one bit. Wish I would fret. Fret not thyself because of evildoers. Nor be envious of the workers of iniquity. I spit it like Bass Reeves. I'm raw with that. They trained me, taught me right. They taught me right. You don't know how many ass whoopings I had to learn, how many humble pieces of pie I had to eat to come to grips with knowing. I know. Look, I got stabbed right here. Look, you can't see because look, now you can. I'm glad to that, man. Jesus came. Jesus and his angel, man. You look out for Shock, I'm gonna be alright. Shock a big boy. I can take it. You don't see me all out of the mix because it's big back. You know, that small fry. You know they really want you to bail out now. I've been telling the guy, I got prophecy. I'm like, man, it's a half a ticket for me to play more than a half a ticket, nigga. So you ain't talking like 5-something M's or something, bro. You ain't talking. You feel me? And they respected it. That's why you don't see nobody in my ear, you know, unless they really about it. I got some soldiers. Believe that. They fuck with us on just on even if I wasn't, you feel me? Just on the bay alone, a real nigga from the bay. They gonna ride and rock with it, real nigga from the bay, rap with him. You know, smoke with our little rollie is like that. Sometimes you have them, sometimes you don't. When both of y'all smoke, you ain't gonna have them switch tonight. Probably go get me a black and now, it depends. You know. Little mama, I see you peeking, but you ain't speaking. Damn, this leg just don't want to give me no. Make me want to go sit in front of the game and play. But what's that gonna do? I'd rather at least fish for men, you know. Fish for, you know, views. Really, it's about the exposure, you know. It's about building the fan base. It's about, you know, creating a demand and then supplying it, you know, meeting the need, you know, knowing how to make ends meet, bringing something to the table, you know, holding up your end of the bargain, carrying your weight, you know. That's what it's about. Pitching in, lending a helping hand, you know, looking out, you know, taking care of others, you know, doing to others as you want done unto yourself, you know. I don't fuck with people. You know, I don't want nobody to fuck with me. But then if somebody do, you know, gotta take care of them. It's, and you, you, I've been around here a long time. Don't think I've been getting pushed over. No, hell no. Or going out. No, 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 no. This is the land of champions, conquerors. You feel me? Crusaders. This ain't here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, more than conquerors. You know, chieftains. You know. So you know. Matter of fact, the only way you ever take a loss, I know, is if you in the wrong. You in the wrong, you kind of like begging for it, asking for it, got it coming. You know, I ain't tough or nothing. I just stand up when it's time to. You see this shit moving around. I'm up on my feet. All right. I just stand up when it's time to. You know, regardless. Aches and I'm just standing up when it's time to. See, I'm seeing hella movement got me on point. Come on, let me drink this water before I hit this blunt. I stand all night. I used to tell my family I stand all night if I get an extra $20. I'll stay up an extra 5, 6 hours just to get 20, $40. The game loved me because my work ethic, my hustle, my grind, you know, my drive, my tenacity, determination, dogmaticness. It's called dogmatic. I put the ness with it. You can put the ness on anything. Ness. The iron will, the ironclad will, you know. Ironclad scepter, rod will. I could talk the talk. It's nothing. I had time to study, perfect, research. There's many versions of me. I'm not just one. Even though my name means that one, it also means beautiful, divine. La, the, quan. The root word of quantity is quan. Quantity means many. Quan means one. Show me the quan. Show me the quan, man. You know, how can I put it in words? At this apparent moment and state in the period of time of affairs and matters, you know, one has to be seriously, strictly about their business, about their father's business. See, I must be about my father's business. That's what they don't understand. You know, the peace, love, joy, hope, you know, unity. You know what I'm saying? The love. That's, you know what I mean? The charity, you know what I'm saying? The generosity, the kindness, the compassion, the tender mercies. But they don't get that. You know? These days, if you offer a person to take them to church, they think you trying to run some kind of con on them. I've been to church with people. If you invite me, I'm coming. That's where I need to get back in. You know, seem like ain't nothing gonna go well for me until I do. You know, I'm getting by, I'm managing, but God be doing miracles in my life. Like blessing me with jobs hand over fist on my birthday, blessing me with babies, blessing me, just blessing me, blessing me with every spiritual blessing in the heavenly places in Christ. Blessing me, blessed coming in, blessed going out, blessed in the country, blessed in the city, blessed shall you be. You know, the blessings overtake you. You know, they do too. But you got to stir the pot. You got to stir up your gift. You can't just be quiet. You know, got to put a praise on it. Glory, hallelujah. Got to put a praise on it. Got to say something good. Got to have a good attitude. You know, good humor, good, you know, good nature. You feel what I'm saying? As long as you intend to do good, it's gonna work. I only got this far because I only mean good with mine. I ain't trying to be wayward or nothing and none of that. I'm trying to feed families, fund futures, finance, frontiers. You know, I know it sounds so buttery. It's like I'm pimping or something, but no. That's because I have a lot of time to think. You know, I learn my lessons. When I take a L, I go back to the think tank. I do my homework. You know, I dot my I's. I cross my T's. You know, I do all that. I take a look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? I have a real heart-to-heart self-talk with myself, soul searching. You know, it's nothing. It's nothing. You know, matter of fact, my loved ones, that's how I know they love me. They give me a tough time. They're gonna call me on my stuff and they're gonna put me under the magnifying glass, third degree, whatever you wanna call it, for sure. Filter do you, you know, even when I'm mad, Laquan, don't be overcome, don't let the sun go down on your anger, you know. You know. They got she got multiple scriptures for that. Like I ain't even got too many myself, you know. I got, you know, when you feeling evil, don't be overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good. You know, that's how you do that. You know, overcome the evil with the good. You know, that's how you do that. That's how you stay ahead, man. That's how you bounce back, remain resilient, brilliant and resilient. I'm brilliant and resilient, man. Brilliant and resilient. Diligent in any predicament. Oh, yeah. I like it. Under, you know, I feel God's and sense, you know, his presence and faithfulness every night. It's like it's night. Don't worry, he gonna bring me through this too. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. I ain't gonna wait till, you know, somebody paying me to do it. I'm already doing it. I ain't gonna ask for your money for God. I don't want it. You feel like you want to bless and build the kingdom of God and, you know, invest in the kingdom of God, that shit, okay, for sure. You know, but I don't put no price tag on it, you know. I ain't trying to sell you a book. Not yet. But if I do, it's gonna have all kind of Jews in it. I ain't trying to sell you a book yet. Might be trying to sell you me, but you gotta know what you buying. You might be getting it for the steal. You don't even know what you got. You got an Ozzie Smith, Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth. Don't even know it. You know, you got a Bo Jackson, Kirby Puckett. You know, you got a Mark McGuire. You got a Satchel Paige or something. You know, but always water though, water. I had to get on here tonight because I got a water, man. I gotta talk God to all his creation, you know, to the bats, to the little insects, the moths, all that, you know, the owls, the trees, the grass, the shrubs, you know, the whole nine, you know, even things without, it's the, the unseen things created the things that we see, you know. So sometimes when you think you just talking to yourself or just talking to a few people, you actually talking to more. And all I need is, you know, one more. Well, first he'll never leave me nor forsake me, you know. And greater is he who was in me than he who was in the world. All right then. Then wherever two or more are gathered, there will I be also. Okay. Wherever two or more are gathered together, touching in agreement, asking anything, it'll be the will of my Father in heaven. It'll be done unto them. All right. My Father is glorified in this, that you bear much fruit and that your fruit remain. They told me what I was. I accepted it, but I knew it was gonna be. I knew a pastor wasn't gonna be an easy feat, you know. Like, oh, don't forget, you got a preacher's head. You a preacher. Oh man, I must gonna have a testimony. And you know why I got cases? Cause they don't arrest the phony. They said, you got a preacher's head. I said, I must gonna have a testimony. The mothers ain't got cases. They don't arrest the phony. My game short, PSN. I had the guest on Sony. Maybe just a man in the middle when I take interest in money, matrimony. Headed to the island like Coney. Don't even trip if you see me on the internet by my lonely. I be feeling like the one and only. But like I was saying, I'm not the. You know, it's more than just me. I know that because it's 3,000 people on the internet. You know, that can relate to the story, the trial. You know, the tribute. You know, to the viewpoints. Look at the viewpoints, the mindset, the ideology, the notions. For them to have that type of response, would it just been bare, plain, no feature, no real mic, no real studio? That goes to show. That goes to show. You could do it like that. they really put you in the booth. You spend a little money on the booth, you know, then it's the rest is history. But I want you to know you get the whole package with them. You get the yeah, you get my, you know, man, you get my ministry. He took my misery and turned it into a misery. He took my test and took it into a testimony. He took my what's the other thing they say? Man, come on. Let me see. Helicopter over here, plane. They fly be taking bitches. Posted. You know, it's always a neighbor in the hood that watch. Damn. Yeah. Shit, fucking up. I know a fiend by their car. I've been selling so long. If the car fucked up, okay. You come up with something clean. Oh no, play. You would have sent somebody. You would have paid somebody to come get it for you. Put the chop out after I hit it one more time. Hit it one. Oh, oh, all right, put that out. Hit it again in a minute. Yeah, we're making good time, and we're making good time. See people coming by, jogging, riding bikes, all kind of shit. Skateboards, scooters. Good like that. That's a bit. See, ain't nobody really been through the line that long. And like, man, I remember when you was in the town. You used to make live streams, videos of you walking to the little smoke shop. Took a loss at that damn talk smoke shop with my phone too. Took a lot of losses. I didn't let it make me sour, you know. Didn't let it make me bitter. No. Too flawless for that. Impeccable. Too fancy free. Footloose. Pick up my little thing. Yeah. Take off the little thing, man. Now I might have a sit. Y'all know I was staying for 40 minutes or something, then sit down. My watch was saying I hadn't stood enough, so maybe if I stand, it'll be happy. Wish it was an orange tree over here somewhere. No, they really got us limbers. Sit up here and look at the sky. I like that. Because I know they got an overhead view. It's funny. Give a human some controls in the window, something they get just about flying anything, spaceship. Well, they just about flying. As soon as you get your passport, it's gonna take you above the board. You're not taking baby steps. You're not crawling now. You're flying, leaps and bounds, leaps and bounds. So it don't matter when you come off the starting block. It just when you hear the runner's pistol, and you set to go, you do that shit right. You do it right. You don't play no games. If you going to buy a few the first time, the next time you come back, you buying a dozen. After you done bought a dozen, now you buying if you get a dozen, I guarantee you, next time you go, you get 100, you do it right. Dozen, and you do it right. Dozen or so. Then you get 3 dozen, all right? I'm using dozens now. You know? They roll. Yeah, you fun on that scooter. It be lit over here. In the beat, man. And that I'm happy just to be. And I'm happy just to be. That's how the song go. I'm happy just to be. Wife, not disgusting, because, well, I love that flow. See, that's what I was working for. I wanted to think about some lyrics that was hot and be like, I want to be going over my own song and laughing at it like it's tight, and, to see the response, see the results and see the rewards, and then to know that people like Gilly and his cousin, doing the same thing, blowing up at it. I guess that's where they at. They must know a lot of people. It ain't, crustaceans in the bucket over there. It's some money. They'll put you on. That's why he was able to flip, dip, and dab. Here, they're nickel and dime you. They're crumb snatching. Sabotage, drill holes in the boat. They don't know. The camaraderie, the companionship. They don't know. The brotherhood. They don't know. The kinsmanship, the kingship hood. They don't know that. If it was so, more people would work together, man. Seems like people only want to come together on sad occasions. That's why I got to host something, to boost the spirits. You know what I'm saying? To get the minds out together. You know, got to post something to turn the tables, to turn the tides. To move the hands of time, bring it up to a favorable time of the Lord. Stand up one more time. I only got to make this so ever so long. Only so long. Love never fails. So if it don't fail, then it wins. Wins all. As long as you got love, man, you win it. Keep the love in your heart. Don't never let nothing take away the love. Love yourself, love your mate, love your people, you know what I'm saying? Love your country. We ain't even supposed to be at odds with our country, man. So I set aside petty differences. You know, I don't really trip. I'll be the bigger man. Because I am bigger in a lot of ways. I'll be the bigger man. This might be the one to trigger plan to where we getting figures clan. For the front office over your nigga ran. I got vigor, rigor. Even love my digger fans. Go, go. Oh, I earn every subscriber I earn, man. Every view. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this, people say, when I get off of work, I look forward to your videos. They thought I stopped. No, that was just a, you know, pause for the cause. And listen to the applause. Pause for the cause, listen to the applause. Was buzzing, cousin. I need my grand by the dozen. I need my grand by the millions. I need my trillions by the nillions. I need my bajillions by the gazillions. I got bars. I ain't even gonna keep spitting. Pause for the cause. and just meditate on the applause, man. Meditate on the goodness of the Lord, in the land of the living, you know. So many things that try to block, stop, hinder, grieve, quench. It's just good to be here to be raised to maturity, to be able to rightly divide the word of truth. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody will. Some people shame. No, not me. People afraid to let you know his word because of what you might think, say, or they figure you'll do or something. What'd he say? Deny me before men, I'ma deny you before my Father. If you can't deal with Jesus, my Lord, you can't deal with me. You should want to. When you know the real Lord who the person serves, like he gonna be peaceful, he gonna be loving, he gonna be law abiding. He ain't gonna give you no trouble. He ain't gonna give you no trouble. He know how to act. There's just certain things he ain't gonna do. Whoa. People person. To the point almost was a pleaser. I had to work on my peer pressure, Okay, to be a friend of the world, to be an enemy of God, and be a friend of God, to be an enemy of the world. See, I got this. You can trust that. I'm gonna do the right thing when it's time, when it's cause for. Lord forgive. I might have to do the wrong thing to get ahead. Don't knock me. Don't fault a thief if he's still because he's hungry. Shit. I damn near need to get a new refrigerator like it ain't keeping it cold enough or something. Deep freezer. Need to have a deep freezer too. I need my house. Declare a decree. I need that. Won't fuck it off, won't smoke it up, won't sell it off, won't do none of that. Blowing, ain't nothing like blowing. Ain't nobody fucking with me, stopping me. They know me. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Salud. Shalom. Salam. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Good day to you too, sir. Ma'am, Mrs., whoever you might be. Yeah, on this internet, man, I love it. Because we, in the Bay, we call it popping our peas. You know what I'm saying? Popping our peas, man. Popping our peas. We also call it popping our collars, giving our spill, So, at a lightness tap, any given moment, you got to be ready to address. You got to be ready to present. It's like the teacher in class. It's like, all right, you were supposed to have your presentation ready today, your project, but hey, we calling you up, so I hope you was ready. There you go. You got to be ready. That's how you know who really ready in and out of season, you know what I'm saying? Because they always, got a merry tune. They always got a jolly word, a word of the day. They always got, them guys. You say, what did he say? You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Okay. And then there's something about his word. If you abide in my word and my word abide in you, you will ask what it is that you want and it'll be done unto you. Ooh, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Don't matter what I'm doing. We have a bunt bigger than my arm right now, but I'm gonna be on point. That's what I mean on point guard. On point guard really mean on point guard, head on swivel, uh, under the stars, study people from the space. Sip the water, you know. That went my fat, chunky blunt. Traffic picking up. What time is it? Knox. So pretty much anything after 5 o'clock probably going to score. Something. Wine from Safeway. Some Bevmo. My palm is point. Yeah, man. Love never fails, man. Love covers a multitude of sin. Love covers all sin. Let me get into that. I don't care what you done did, how much of it you done did. It don't matter. It cover all in the multitude. It don't matter what it is, man. Come back to your first love, man. Y'all be trying to have person in tears, just pleading and begging to y'all. Like, come on, man. Put it in the rap form, I mean. I'm gonna put it in the speech. I'm gonna put it in the book. I put it anywhere I got to, to give people cues so they wake up, those, still asleep, I know, cause I got one in the house sleep right now. She's supposed to though, cause she don't hardly sleep anyway. So it's good. But I gotta watch over while she sleeps, so I'm gonna be getting on the game. I'm at 46% on this phone, 17 on this one. It's picking up. I like the traffic. I like to look at the cars and the people. That's a big mall. Lovely plane. Like to see the stars. I'll be close to my dad and mom when I do this. My mom often stayed up late with me. She said I was a baby. I never liked to sleep. I can go to sleep right now, but I could, do something more productive than sleep. Sleep, I'm just gonna dream. Up, I'm gonna make them a reality, feasible, tangible, plausible. You know, Chopper out. What's going on? Or is that the bar station? Bar. No, Chopper and bar. Or is that a plane? Hella planes tonight. It's nice. Yeah, just chilling. Feeling good, man. When I finish this water bottle, I got a water faucet over there with my whistle. Alright, so back to the rapping. Boom, smoking a little plant. All about my money, so you know that I'm stacking grants. Smoking my eyes on slant. Spitting until I'm pant. You know I rave and I rant. Balling like Hill, Grant. On the mic, I'm so adamant. This ticker chill pill was lying dormant. Pushing. Pushing hard tonight. Give me a good bike like that. Better bike, but this bike give me the work and all that. Something good gonna happen. You know, you do for God, man. You look out for God, He gonna open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing. You know, tell somebody about His goodness, and they gonna be like, "Homie ain't got no reason to lie. He don't look like it's been peaches and cream for him. He ain't gotta sugarcoat it. You know, he ain't selling you a dream, trying to scheme on your pockets. You know, this is business. They want a rapper? Boom, we got that. They need a pastor? Okay, rapper, pastor. Boom, we got that. I always knew I was gonna be that because I love music. I can't even function without music. There's certain parts of the day where I need my tunes. Gotta have a melody. I was a baby. That's, it calmed me. That's like if you're going through trouble, if you're distressed, dismayed, man, put on some music. That's all you need to do. You know, relax, recline. You know, readjust. You know what I'm saying? You know, I gotta talk about God because it helped me submit to God. You know, whatever you talk about, that's what you're gonna ultimately do. You know, whatever you think about, as a man thinketh, so he is. Whatever you think about, you know, you got power, life and death in the tongue, cause things to be not as if though they were. You know, so you know. Yeah, and I can do my own thing. With really not my own thing. I'm part of the Assemblies of God. That's that's what we rolling with. 4 Point Square, you know. Uh, but I could go with my pastor wherever he want to go, and be his armor bearer, whatever he need. You know. Shout out to Bishop Macklin. You know. Yeah, man. Some people, they even off the clock. I'm putting in work. That's all I know is work. And it's funny because when you, when I was young, nobody wanted to hire me, but I turned out to be such a good worker, and people would try to label you and stereotype you. No, homie can do roofing, homie can do it all. It ain't nothing homie can't do. Where there's a will, there's a way. With God, all things is possible, ain't it? Yeah, they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk to a real winner because he gonna boost you up. He gonna uplift you. He gonna motivate you, inspire. It's like talking to T.I. I read the dictionary for fun. I can give you an album. It's nothing. You just gotta make it. You just gotta drop a couple grand on me. Let me know you serious. I'm a game genie. That's what I really am. Like, people can, oh, I can get this. I need it. And I just now got out of church. Man, you gonna get me in trouble, man, is what I be thinking. Like, I'll give you like $20. Oh, shit. I'm a good nigga. You ain't never heard a nigga give away toy. Wake you up. You see? Give me my money. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Motherfuckers gonna play. Good niggas hard to come by. Good niggas, stuff happen to them, man. They too good. People get mad. It ain't easy being a good one. A good one, you get none of the tax breaks. You get none of the incentives. You get none of that. You got to do it on GP just cuz. Then when I get to the other side with my big main man, he gonna be like, okay. Or like you say, until a man can do nothing unless it be given to him from heaven. So until you please him, ain't nothing gonna go right for me. So I might as well start already just to where you almost gotta record me because I'm saying so much scripture. It's like it's a blessing. It's enlightening. When you read that word, he give you that. He give you wisdom and gifts, man. He imparted. He ascended on high and and, 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 and gave gifts unto men. There's a lot of ways they say it in different Bibles, scattered or imparted gifts. But we impart spirit. Ooh, big cat ran up on me. That's somebody's cat. They live around here. Go back home. Yeah, cat. That's a pregnant cat that got out. You see me, I'm keeping my distance walking and shit. Somebody, I think I seen a poster of that cat, man. I did. Don't hit it. Don't hit the little. That's somebody's cat. But I don't see the poster around, so I don't. That's somebody's cat, man. I just cute. I just know what he is. It's hella moment. Oh, yeah, niggas get fixed. I like it. That's how you gotta come out. See what's going on. Every apartment kind of shaped like it used to be a hotel or something. Dude, it is. See what men's we on. Okay, we got 14 on that one. We doing good. Let's just slide in a little minute. Train the wheels. Wow, you playing on that phone. Don't hit nobody. When you old, you dance to loosen up. Look, got me burping. Had a little drink today too. I'm straight. Go in and play the game now. Go watch the news. Go in for the news. Have some Kool-Aid, watch the news, 10 o'clock news. Drink some water. flow, man, from the spirit. You know, a lot of people be thinking just because a person talking a lot, they gonna say the wrong thing. No, man. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth utters. That person got a jubilant. And man, you heavenly anointed. Why so many people jealous, envious of your life, want your place? People that drawn to me, they call, they relate, they identify. You know, there's a reason. Everything happens for a reason. You better know it. I'm gonna keep on making them, whether I got one view or two view or no view. It's for my babies. When they come up, they be like, you know, 'cause they like to watch their pops do stuff. In no way he ain't gonna be able to. I'm gonna be a preacher like my dad. Your daddy wasn't always a preacher. Well, then again, he was. How can they preach unless they be sent? How beautiful are the anointed, how beautiful are the feet of those that come bearing the news of the good gospel. Paraphrasing so many words. I'm good at this. You ain't good at it, you bad. I mean, I could be, tempted, I come out all right. Tested, I come all right. Trials, tribulations, all that. Yes. Turbulence, everything. Yeah, I've been through it. This year I was tested to the fullest. Y'all know it. Y'all like, ooh, shocked. He was doing bad for a minute. My real fans, they like, oh, it's a trial by fire. You know what I'm saying? In this world, you will have trials and tribulations, but fret not, for I've overcome the world. I done shared about 100 scriptures with y'all, man. At least. It's not about to soup it up with 10, 20 more how to do it. Yeah, man. He got his hand on me, My name written on the palm of his hand, that's one. He know me by name, You know. Many are called, but few are chosen, man. I was chosen, that's another. Chosen before the foundations of the world, you know what I'm saying? That's another one. But back to that love covers all sin and love covers a multitude of sin. Yeah. Love covers all sin and love covers a multitude. Know that. You down here, you gonna sin sometimes. Word, thought, or deed. Nobody's perfect except him. And he was only so good because he really knew the word. The devil might try to come and speak the word to you out of context, but you gotta know it in context. Like this. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee. Most people forget to submit to God. Not just resist him. He ain't gonna flee. Then you're just gonna be resisting. It's hard to resist something that ain't going. But if you submit to God, resist the devil, then you can flee. See? Some people do it just based on, that's their passion, that's their calling, their livelihood, their destiny. Some people do it just to be seen, just for monetary gain, take it out of context, misconstrued, misconcepted, all that, But you know his disciples by the love that they have for one another. Somebody came up to me, man, he's open container, he's like, can I drink right here? Yeah, man, you can come on, I got people, my friend. I knew he was trying to get intel, but I wasn't tripping. Man, anybody tripping up, he's sipping on a little brewski. A lady changed my life and blessed me one day. She said, when somebody call you, see, the guy gonna send somebody. Even if you was in the enemy camp, he'll send somebody. she said, when somebody call you, something stank too. I'm about to get up out of here. When somebody call you, turn around. You never know. They might have something for you. She said, I'm going to give you this joint and this beer. It was cold, too. Miller. Genuine draft. Gold can. Black label or something like that. And gave me a joint. It was a chopper. It was about that big. Said, I'm going to give you this joint and this beer, and when you drink it, something going to come over you, and you ain't going to never be the same. Don't never let nobody tell you something's wrong with a joint and a beer. She wasn't lying. I broke through that day. My granny was talking to me. My great-great-granny was talking to me. The one that anointed me and ordained me a preacher, you know. She was talking to me. Like, you the greatest. Came up out of it, man. A lot of people don't make it where I'm from, man. They don't make it this. No. No jacking on him or nothing like that. No, man. Straight, yeah. You know why they ain't supporting Shock. He too much like right. He too much like right, man. Yeah. Nigga only really want to do weed now, mainly. Majority of the time, mainly, no. Probably seen him sipping on the live stream probably about 3 or 4 times. Nothing major. He don't be gone. Getting out of his body. Yeah. Let's get a little rotation in this. Get ready to go mess with the news, man. Running the thing now. I'm trying to wait for the news, but I'm gonna have to go use it, so, you know. But I'm gonna hang with you for a minute. Take some more stuff. You know how it is, all you need is one and done. After that, you don't need none, one and done. After that, you don't need none, one and done. After that, you don't need none, one and done. After that, you don't need none, one and done. After that, you don't need none, one and done. After that, you don't need none, one and done. After that, you don't need none, one and done. After that, you don't need none. It was one and done, and after that, I don't need none. Took a one-on-one, then hit the freeway, bygone. Poof, baby, I be gone. I see me in the Eon, naming Neon. High stepping like Dion. Two stepping, rerun. Never been a peon. About my shilling, drilling leprechaun. Call me Laquan. Balling on them like Kemp Sean. Being the dawn. Rocking from dusk to dawn. Ugly duckling became a swan. Balling, and ain't nothing going to the pond. Blade and I'm a spawn. Rapping for my fun. Line is being drawn. Both the picket fix and front lawn. She want prawns. Gotta hold it down for my twans. squash, yeah. Ooh, ooh. Time to go rest this. Rest this. All right, one.